If they want 4 paychecks, most recent, don't send them paychecks from 4 months ago. These are the kind of things that we see all the time that cause loan delays. Today's topic is all about the underwriter. And why am I wearing this handy dandy captain's hat? Because you want to be in control and steer your ship when it comes to mortgage lending. How do you do that? You get on the good side of the underwriter. Who is this elusive underwriter, the magician behind the curtain that you keep hearing about but never get to talk to? That's what you're going to learn in today's video. This is your one-stop shop for anything and everything mortgage education. I am Stephanie Weeks, and thank you so much for tuning in. I drop new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified. I have helped thousands of customers with millions and millions and millions of dollars in mortgage financing. And my goal and my mission is to spread mortgage peace and share my 17 years of mortgage experience with you guys, the consumer, the borrowers, the people looking to get pre-approved, the people looking to buy a home, to refinance a home, and teach you all the things that you've always kind of wondered. Underwriting. What is it? Well, to sum it up, it is the person that is behind the scenes to make sure that you meet all of the guidelines required to obtain the mortgage loan that you are applying for. And for the most part, this is a person who's basically just double checking your loan officer and double checking your processor to make sure that they've covered everything. And this person works very closely along with your loan officer and your processor to see that you get through to closing. Again, what they do is they have all the rules, they have all the books, they keep them handy. If you're going FHA, they make sure that you meet those requirements. If you're going rural development, they want to make sure that you meet those requirements. If you're going conventional, same thing. And if you're going VA, same thing. These underwriters sign their name to these approvals and they are licensed and their job's on the line. So they need to do a good job and they need to make sure they don't miss anything. They're not trying to be difficult at all. They're just trying to make sure that you approve based on those required guidelines. Why do these underwriters need so much information? Oh my gosh, I could talk about this for hours. So I'm going to give you just a few simple examples so that I don't lose you in a super long video. Let's take income as an example. FHA has different requirements when it comes to calculating income than, let's say, conventional. So that underwriter has to look at that file and say, number one, do I have all the pieces and all the data to accurately get the result? Meaning, in some certain instances, you might need tax returns, maybe 1 year, maybe 2. You might need W-2s and no tax returns. You might need K-1s, 1099s, paycheck stubs. You might need 1 stub. You might need 4 stubs. So they make sure first that all the data is there to do the analyzation and get the calculation that's required when it comes to income. The other thing is they'll look at the insurance coverage on the property to make sure there's enough coverage that's acceptable to the required guidelines or meets the required guidelines. Another example is every loan's different. So with some loans, you might have $10,000 in the bank and you can spend $10,000 and nobody cares. But with other loans, you might have to have $11,000 in the bank to be able to spend $10,000 at closing. It's all based on the guidelines. These are things the underwriter's looking at to analyze the file to make sure that it's a sellable loan and that it meets the requirements. Going back to job or income, job history. If you need a 2-year job history for the program requirement, then they're going to make sure that your application says you've been there 2 years, and they're going to make sure that with your employer that they also concur that you've been there 2 years. If you fill out your application, you put you've been there 2 years, it's really been 22 months. Boom, you're going to get a condition in underwriting that says, I need a previous job history. I'm missing W-2s. I don't have accurate data. That'd be one example of some more of the things that they do to make sure you meet the guidelines and what they're doing behind the scenes on your loan to make sure that you do approve. I mentioned earlier that the underwriter is like your judge and your jury. The way that I like to look at a loan file is your loan officer is like your attorney. They're putting a package together to take you to court to make sure that you win. Winning would be getting loan approval. The underwriter would be like the judge or jury that's making the decision based on the information provided. Here's what is so crucial. Every loan officer is different. They work different, they do different things, they put files together differently. The same exact borrower can apply with two lenders. Two different loan officers put those files together differently. Therefore, they're presented differently. Goes back to whether you're going to win or lose at trial. Just like in trial, you can have the same data, right? The attorneys have the same data. They have to share in a process called discovery. So they have the same data. And the way that it's presented then decides who wins, right? So picking your loan officer is important to make sure that they're diligent, they're responsible, and they're good at what they do. So they put that file together great. So when it goes before the judge and jury, they don't have a million questions. They don't come up with a bunch of issues that have been overlooked. They're like, hey, this looks good. Everything's great. Give me these one or two other simple items and you're good to go. Loan approved. To wrap up today's video and coming back to my handy dandy hat. So how can you be in control? How can you be the driver of your ship, the captain of your ship, and make sure that you have a smooth and on-time closing? What can you do to convince that underwriter to give you that loan when you're not the loan officer and you don't know what you're doing? Here are my tips on that. Number one, the application is everything. Make sure it's complete and it's detailed. Some top tips: full legal name. Don't put a variation of your name. Put your full legal name that's going to match your social. Job history. If you've been there 22 months, do not say you've been there 2 years. Give a full 24-month job history. It's going to help out a lot. If you've got $5,000 in the bank when you're applying and you plan on having $7,000 in the bank by the time you go to closing, you need to put $5,000 on the application, because the underwriter is going to go, you listed 7, your bank account says 5, this doesn't match. They're just trying to match everything up. The other thing you can do is be super forthcoming with anything and everything. Don't forget to disclose if you pay alimony or child support. Those are big deals. They can cause issues. If you think your house is worth $250,000, don't put $275,000. Again, they're just validating the information you provided. If they quote you at $275,000 when it's really worth $250,000, it's a different approval, potentially different mortgage insurance, potentially different interest rate. So many things get affected. Don't forget that if you've co-signed on a loan, make sure you mention that. Make sure you put that on the loan application. And be really, really detailed with that. Those are some of the top things that can make a difference. And the other thing that you can do to steer your own ship is be very consistent in replying quickly to your loan officer. If they ask for documents, get it to them fast. If they want 4 paychecks, don't send them 3. If they want 4 paychecks, most recent, don't send them paychecks from 4 months ago. These are the kind of things that we see all the time that cause loan delays. So how do we sum it up? Accurate, detailed, full disclosure, full documentation. Don't send screenshots, send actual copies of documents. Send exactly what they've asked for, not a variation. That is how you remain the captain of your ship, get your loan approved, and sail smoothly through underwriting. My free download for you today, and I'm going to put the link below, is your home loan financing checklist. It's going to help you to pay attention, to provide everything that we're talking about to make sure you stay on the good side of the underwriter and help yourself have a great mortgage process. Type peace in all caps in the comments below if this video has helped you better understand the elusive underwriter, what you can expect, and how all of that stuff works. Love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the bell to be notified every time I post new videos. Reminder again, that's every Tuesday and Saturday. And let's connect. I'm at StephanieWeeks.com. I'm at WeeksTeam.com. And my Insta is _the real Stephanie Weeks. And I would love to hear from you guys. I answer all the messages directly.